Okay, this is my really quick review of the Omotion Tempered Glass Protector off of Amazon, the Spigen Thin Fit, and the Bellroy leather case, all for the Pixel 8 Pro. Uh, Again, this is not a professional review by any means, just something to help a few people out before all the real reviews start showing up. So the Omotion Tempered Glass Protector I got on Amazon for about roughly $15 Canadian. You get three of them in a pack plus camera protectors, and I'm not using the camera protectors. I'm actually waiting for a Whitestone dome to show up. Once that shows up, I'll be taking this one off. But I just wanted to get something on my phone to protect it before I got the UV cured one. So I had pretty low expectations of this one, but it actually exceeded my expectations, but it wasn't perfect. I can let you know where I had problems with it. So first of all, it came with an alignment tray, and it actually aligned really good. If you look at the camera cutout, it lines up perfectly there. So I was pretty happy with that. The problem was that when I tried to put the tempered glass protector on, the alignment tray was actually a bit too tight for the protector, so the protector ended up snapping into place instead of laying down nice. And when it snapped down along here in the bottom, I ended up getting a bunch of bubbles. I was able to push them all out eventually. That's just something to keep in mind when you're putting that protector on. But it actually aligned pretty good. So there's no dot matrix or anything like that. It's just a plain tempered glass protector. And if you actually look along the bottom here, you can sort of see how it goes right up against the edge of the screen there. So there's no real rainbowing effect when you're looking at it straight on. And even off to the side slightly, it still looks pretty good. But again, it doesn't go all the way past the curved part of the glass. Because there is a type of curve on the ends of these flat displays still. It's still actually aligned pretty good, and it's working pretty good in my Spigen Thin Fit case that's on there now. It worked out pretty good. So it actually installed pretty evenly. What I don't like about this protector is that the oleophobic coating kind of sucks. I've got a lot of fingerprints on there already. Definitely doesn't hold up to a Whitestone level of oleophobic coating, but if you're on a budget and you want a few screen protectors and you don't mind the hole for the selfie camera, I actually kind of like those cutouts. Then this is actually a decent protector. I think I can actually recommend this if you're looking for a budget protector. Okay, so yeah, so that was actually pretty good. It was actually exceeded my expectations. If Whitestone didn't release something, I would probably stick with this one for a good while. So pretty happy with it. But it doesn't feel as slippery as a normal oleophobic coating protector would either. So, and again, if you look along the edge here a little bit, like I said, there it goes right up along the edge of the screen there. But if you look at it straight on and when you're using it, you really don't see it. And I'm super picky. I hate it when the protector doesn't line up, and I really don't notice it. So it actually worked pretty good. Okay, but the other side's about the same as the other side. So the alignment tray worked great, just a bit too tight. Okay, so that's the Omotion screen protector I got off Amazon Canada for about roughly 15 bucks. It was less than that. I think there was a coupon or something. So the next thing I want to talk about is the Spigen Thin Fit. I've had the thin fits for years, and they're always one of my favorites. And this one actually kind of met my expectations. I'll probably use this one a fair bit. If you look right here, the buttons are pretty clicky, okay, and they're not hard to push, so I'm actually pretty happy with that. All right, and getting some notifications come in there. If you flip it around the back, there's some good protection for the camera there. And it's, I really like that as well. Over here on the side, it just kind of lines up nice and even. when I've got my Omoton Tempered Glass Protector on here, if I rub my fingers along the edge to swipe back and forth, it doesn't catch on the protector or anything like that. And so it actually works with this protector pretty well. And if you actually look on the side right here, there's a slight lip there. It's not very much, but there will be some protection if you do lay it flat down. Not a lot, but enough for me. So, and this is a pretty thick protector. The ports are pretty exposed as well. Okay, so lots of room there. I've plugged in a bunch of chargers to this and no problem. And it's pretty easy to take on and off, but it kind of snaps into place pretty good. So no problems there. One weird thing about this protector, I've had this protector a bunch of times, that it actually kind of smells. There's a bit of a chemical smell from it. That's the only complaint I really have. Feels good in the hand. Again, not super grippy, but it has a bit of a matte texture to it. That's a little bit of a rubber sort of grip, and I really like that. So if you've used one of these protectors, I've had this protector for the Pixel 6 Pro and the Pixel 7 Pro, and this one is comparable to those. So if you have one for the Pixel 6 Pro or the 7 Pro, and you're wondering if it's going to be good on the 8 Pro, I can say yes, it's just as good as the other ones. Okay, so again, I've used these as my daily drivers a lot for my other phones, and they're pretty good. Okay, so and they have a few other colors this year if you like those too. So I definitely like this protector, and definitely strongly suggest it, especially for the money. Okay, so I'm going to take this case off now, and I'm going to put the Bellroy on, and I'll talk a little bit about that in just a moment. Okay, so I've got the Bellroy leather Pixel 8 Pro case on here now, and I've used the Bellroy leather cases for the Pixel 6 Pro, and I use it on my Pixel 7 Pro. It's actually on the 7 Pro I'm using right now to shoot this video. Always love the cases, and I have to say I'm a little bit disappointed in the Bellroy. So as you can tell, the Bellroy case definitely sits way back on the edge a bit. So I've got this tempered glass protector on. Again, this is the Omotion protector. And if I'm swiping here, there's enough of a gap between the screen protector and the case that your finger does catch along the edge. Okay, so that's the first thing that kind of bothered me about this case a little bit. I'm going to hold on to the case until I get my white stone on there, because white stones do tend to go out a little bit further along the edge of the glass. So maybe once I get the white stone on, I'll like it. But right now, if I wasn't going to be using the white stone, I would definitely be sending this one back, just because my finger catches the edge of the protector a lot now with this Bellroy case on. I don't have that problem with the Spigen Thin Fit. Spigen Thin Fit goes up along the edge a lot more and kind of keeps your finger or thumb from catching on the edge of the protector. So a little bit disappointed there, but I'm going to wait till I get my new protector, screen protector, before I decide whether I'm going to send it back for sure. Another thing that kind of bothered me about this phone a little bit is that the buttons are a lot firmer. Okay, so they're not very clicky. So I'm pressing on this pretty hard. Not a huge fan of that. They are metal, so they look nice. And again, this might be one of those things where maybe my current Bellroy was like this and just kind of got easier to use over time, but it's never really bothered me before, and this time it did. So the buttons aren't as clicky as I would like. I'm pushing on them pretty hard right now, and I've taken this case off and on a few times just to make sure there wasn't like an alignment issue. And so that kind of bothered me a little bit as well. I've had a lot worse, but that's kind of strike two on this case in my books a little bit, but not entirely sure. And if you actually look at the tempered glass protector and the case, there really isn't too much of a lip there protecting it. There's a tiny bit of a lip. The Spigen Thin Fit definitely gives you a bit more clearance between the tempered glass and the case there. So if I were to lay this flat down, I'm not sure how much protection I would get if I were to lay this flat down. So I don't know how well this translates into this video. I'm shooting here with a Pixel 7 Pro, but again, that's another thing I'm going to reserve judgment on until I get the white stone on. The white stone might be a little thinner. I'm not really sure. So, but right now I'd be a little bit concerned slapping this phone down on its face. There isn't really enough protection there from what I'm considering. So another thing too, it actually doesn't feel as nice in the hand as the other Bellroys have. But again, it could just be because I'm used to using the other one and it's sort of worn in a bit. I certainly wouldn't send it back because of the way it feels, but it just doesn't feel as leathery as the other ones did as well. Camera protection is not too bad. Okay, so it's a little bit more, I think it comes up a little bit more here than it did on the Pixel 7, right? The ports have lots of room, so no problems there. Okay, and you get the microphone area in the top. But again, I don't know. I'm a little bit disappointed on the Bellroy, especially for $70. I feel like I would probably just end up using the Spigen thin fit more often, just because I don't know how much protection this is going to offer. I hate that my thumb catches on the screen protector here, and I don't like how little room there is between the screen protector and the table. So again, those might be corrected a bit once I put a different protector on, but just keep it in mind if you're using a thick protector. So apologies if I talked a bit too much. I just sort of wanted to give people a heads up if they're looking at buying some new accessories. I know this phone is brand new, so again, so jury's out on the Bellroy. A chance I'm going to send it back. Not entirely sure. The Spigen thin fit was definitely a fit. I'm definitely going to keep, definitely a hit, sorry, I'm definitely keeping that. And the Omoton screen protector, I think, is a pretty good budget option if you're looking for something and you don't mind the cutout. And for the value, it's pretty good. So, all right, that's all I got for you. Maybe I'll do a quick update or a follow-up once I get the white stone on in a few days.